Booking Holdings rallying today. The online travel agency beating earnings estimates, resilient demand for international travel, offsetting weakness in domestic travel in the U.S. and China. Our own Seema Modi joins us now on set with Booking Holdings CEO Glenn Fogel. Hey, Seema.
Scott, thank you. And Glenn, welcome back to the show. It's great to see you.
Great seeing you, Seema.
A surprisingly upbeat report from Booking Holdings at a time when a number of your peers are talking about a slowdown in travel. Hyatt this morning lowering its guidance. So what are you seeing that others aren't?
Well, look, we just look at our numbers. We had a very impressive third quarter, very pleased with those numbers. We look out going forward and we come up with our best estimate. That being said, this is an industry that has its volatility. We're pleased with where we are and we'll see how it plays out.
You discussed the strength in Europe on the earnings call. Is that primarily due in part to more travelers from China, given the stimulus measures coming out of the government there, or is that rebound still preliminary?
Yeah, no, that has nothing to do with anything regarding China outbound at all. We did see a nice pickup in Europe. We talked about it last night. We love seeing that happening. But as I continue to stress, and you and I, we've had this conversation for a long time, how important it is to just look to the long term, to not look day by day, week by week, month, quarter. Our vision is look to the long term. Travel is one of the industries that's going to continue to have a strong growth factor because of the growth in GDP. People get wealthier. They want to travel. People who are unfortunately not able to travel now because of economics, but they grow into an economic state where they can afford travel. They want to travel around the world. That's what we're doing. Come up with great products, great services so we can take share from other players in the industry. And it's a great formula.
Well, let's talk about that pullback, because CEO of Uber, Dara Khosrowshahi, this morning said that when it pertains to ride-hailing, customers are being a bit more sensitive on prices. We've seen flights, home rental prices, airlines, hotels as well, average daily rates come down significantly. Are you worried about prices continuing to move lower into 2025 and the impact that could have on margins?
Well, not really. Prices go down, people travel more. So that's a good thing for us. And we get a commission on the sale of a travel product. So a higher price is good because we'll get more of a commission. But I like it more when more people are traveling and doing more travel. So again, that's something we really can't influence. Demand is going to come in terms of how people are doing economically for themselves. And then the supply side is going to be how much inventory is there. And when things end up not having enough rooms in a hotel, prices will go up. When there are lots of empty rooms, prices will go down. Again, long run, it all averages out. And for us, our concentration is make better products, make better services. The connected trip that we talk about, making it easier for everybody to travel. That's what we're trying to do. And in the end, I can't influence the economics. I can influence making it easier for people to travel.
Well, how are you thinking about the upcoming election, former President Trump threatening tariffs? And we know how that impacted the state of travel last time he was president, the negative impact it had on international travel, less foreigners coming to the U.S. What's your message to Trump if he is in fact elected?
Well, so one of the things is I don't talk about politics, though I will say it's good for people to go out and vote. If you're in a country where there's democracy and you can vote, you should vote. And I did listen to Dara this morning on Uber, and I did like the fact they're giving a discount at Uber if you're going to go to vote. That's great that Dara's doing that to get the vote out. For our own purposes, you know, we recognize we're global. Some parts of the world are going to change because of politics, positively or negatively. But in our view, it's not that big a deal, because if people don't want to go to a certain country for whatever reason, there are lots of other countries they'll go to, and we can provide them with a great experience in that way. So again, politics, not that relevant.
Okay, what about AI? You did spend a significant amount of time on that topic on the earnings call, and people now want to understand how it impacts your financials, Glenn. And should people at your company be worried about being displaced by AI over time?
You know, that's one of the things everybody's talking about, it because it is so transformational. And the things we're doing, we talked on the call last night, just a few of the things we're working on and just seeing some really great things. And it's everything from our AI trip planner at Booking to the penny product at Priceline, and over at Open Table, they've had an agreement with Salesforce with a new product that Salesforce put out called Agentforce. All these different ways to come up, again, making it easier for people to be able to travel or dine or do whatever they want in an easier way. Now, the question for investors is, how much savings are you going to get out of this, or how much extra demand are you going to get out of it? And that's something very hard to quantify at this stage. But I do like what we're doing right now. I see great progress being made, and I do believe it really is an advantage for big companies like us that have the technology, that have the resources, we have the capital, we got the incredible AI experts who've been with us for a long time. So that gives us an advantage. Any sort of strong transformational technological change, generally the larger player has an advantage. So for us, I think we're sitting very well.
Okay, Glenn, thank you. Stock up 5% on the day.